Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis for LDO. We're going to talk about the retest coming up here to all-time highs, right around $2.70. Same level that we have as sort of the launch point, the retest from August, and then over the last few weeks, we have had consolidation just under this level. We'll also talk about the formation of this longer-term uptrend with the higher lows, almost forming this macro ascending triangle-like pattern. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and check that out as well. I am fairly active over there with crypto content. So LDO is one of the altcoins that actually had a fairly bullish higher low printed back here in December of 2022. A lot of other altcoins actually formed a lower low, came back down and retested these summer lows. So the fact that it held support, it held structure, and it actually pivoted off to make a higher low on this weekly chart is fairly bullish, and it does give us a great idea about the relative strength that this altcoin has had. Again, a lot of other altcoins came back down to this valuation, and some of the weaker ones even broke down, but that is not the case with this altcoin. And again, that has brought us back up to the all-time highs, the same level that we saw with the launch right around May of 2022, the retest in August, and now we're really just consolidating just under this level of resistance, again around $2.70. And this is a fairly bullish pattern, especially after a huge leg up. LDO did have a rally from this December 2022 low up around 220%. So really just cooling off that rally is a good sign in general, and we're starting to have a little bit more of a base formed off of here. So if we do eventually get that breakout, we could potentially come back down and flip this level into support. So if we were to see that breakout, say in the next few weeks, that would bring us into a new all-time high and enter price discovery mode, which we have seen has been very bullish for the few select altcoins that have already entered that mode. So if we get that breakout, potentially we have a retest of the $2.70 zone. If we flip that into support, I think this is the scenario where we really start to see that continuation higher, entering those higher targets. And the good thing about price discovery is, since the price has never actually been there, there's no defined levels of resistance. All the sellers are not looking at one zone of previous history that they can look to for some sort of area to take profit. And that has generally been pretty bullish for altcoins. We've seen some of the more newer ones like Optimism and Aptos have already entered price discovery, and obviously those have done very well. Those have gone up on huge rallies, and I think we could see a similar thing with LDO if we do get that breakout above the $2.70 zone of resistance. Now, whether we get that in the next few weeks or if we were to have one more shakeout, one more leg down, potentially retesting this trend line, ultimately in the long run, I don't think it will matter. I think we will eventually see that breakout. And when we do enter that price discovery mode, I think we could get very bullish very quickly here up to the $4 to $5 target range, just because that has been pretty much the volatility with this altcoin. Again, coming off a 220% rally, that is a fairly reasonable target to expect when we have such a big breakout. Especially on this weekly chart, you'll notice we have just this massive ascending triangle-like pattern. So forming that breakout would be very bullish. And those upside targets can come pretty quickly, especially given the volatility behind this altcoin. You can see it's had a history of going on these massive rallies in just a few weeks. So that's fairly expected if we do get that breakout. And specifically what I'm going to be looking out for on a potential breakout is just if the weekly candles can close back above this level at $2.70. That would give us the highest weekly candle close in LDO's history, which is enough confirmation for me to really assume this has been a confirmed breakout. If we were to have, say, a wick coming up above this level and then closing under it, such as this previous weekly candle, that is not good enough. That is not a confirmed breakout, and this is not sufficient for me to assume that we have entered that price discovery mode. So that's really going to be what I'm watching out for into the next few weeks, into the next few months. And if we do get that pullback to, say, some of these lower valuations, retesting this trend line to print a higher low, this is where you can start to accumulate a little bit more if you do not have a position. But whether we do get that final shakeout or not, I do expect at some point a breakout and a continuation higher to that $4 to $5 zone. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.